Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Drakomar. It is time for more Raid Shadow Legends. In this episode, we will be continuing on our leveling rampage. Yes, our leveling rampage. In the last episode, I was weaving Spider Arena together. We will be continuing to do this. Yes. Although we will have to start eating through gems because I have to play this game a furious amount in order to beat these fools. Let them know. Let them know who the real demon is. They need to understand. Let them know today. Dang it, they made Drexthar dizzy. And you're thinking that's the end of my power? No. You're about to learn today. You are about to learn today what damage looks like. We're going to be going through the Elf Kingdom. See? We nearly got him to 60. He's on his way. And then we'll take him to Nightmare Campaign. That's what I'll do. Because that's where the real juicy stuff is. In Nightmare. It's also why I didn't spend my gems on more shards. Because I knew I wanted to have the energy, the gems I needed to continue to campaign. Because I knew I had to try to raise a bunch of food for more stuff, you know? To raise the champions I already have. As the champions I already have are pretty dang good. The only one I'm looking for is Arbiter at this point. So yeah, that's why I did that management of resources of not blowing it on that, cuz I knew this day would come that I'd have to grind like an absolute madman. So that's why I'm glad I got all my champions I basically wanted in the shard pool without blowing any gems. That was the strategy. And there we go. See, we're making progress. We are making progress again. Look at that damage. We haven't even got that ability, like that Great Hall thing, fully leveled up. The reason that I went for the Great Hall strategy of the accuracy on Drexthar is I know that by including that, I can make his accuracy nearly 100%. He's at level 59. We're getting closer. We're getting closer, guys. We're coming up on the 60 mark. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. I was amazed that didn't provoke. These guys must have some decent resist to resist that. we go. Any... No. Not worth keeping. So... yeah, we're going to have to just do it like that. Because then I've got to fuse all of that into my level 3s, and then level up all the level 3s into level 4s, and etc. Bingo. Okay. 80,000. Let's go. See, 80,000. 80,000. Yep, I'm not keeping Pitker. That's the thing. I'm not keeping him. He's turning into my next set of champions. My next set. Okay, we have a lot of these I have to assemble. And I mean a lot. And the thing is, the reason that I'm making them out of 1s is every time I hatch a batch, I get a bunch of these bum 1s. And so I might as well clear them out because they're not really useful for anything. That's the problem. They're not useful until processed into better things. There we go. Let's hatch some shards. All right. Didn't get anything good out of that, but sure. Ooh, a void shard? I got a void shard from that. Let's see what's in that. It's a rare. It's a dupe. Wonderful. Why did it have to be a dupe? At least you got a skill tome, but why a dupe? Why? Why, game? Why do you have to give me dupes? Okay. Not like you're going to survive that. I'd be amazed if you did. I'd be amazed if you did. You know, I am seriously considering rank 6ing Deacon. I am seriously considering it. Oh. You thought that this was the only wing that was going to happen to you. Oh no. Oh no, far worse things are about to happen to you. You got destroyed. You got bodied. 6, 7. Yep, on to Tilshire. My nose. Ah. All right. We'll put him in the equation. We'll put some food. Yeah, actually, we'll just leave him in the equation. Because he does need help. My dwarf faction does need assistance. It does. It really does. This guy does not have enough accuracy. Oh, you thought. You had thought you escaped your burn. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. He's nearly there, man. He's nearly there. He just needs a bit more XP. Granted, it'll probably be enough XP to level all these champions up. But he's nearly there. I swear, once he reaches 60, a whole bunch of content opens up for us. That's the dealio with that. A whole bunch of content. Including Doom Tower. Including, but not limited to, Doom Tower. So yeah, a whole bunch of new, fresh content. Well, it's because Drexthar is such a powerful character that once he reaches 60, it opens up a whole bunch of content. Because then he's now on that level of content. Well, at least he should be, but I probably have to do more Great Hall. Which means more arena. On top of getting him to 60. And getting him better gear and leveling his gear, etc., etc. But it will do a lot of good work doing that. Yeah. You got lashed. You got lashed and provoked. Yep. Because we are definitely making moves to help champions who I feel need help in the future, and getting runs that I don't feel need any help in the future. Because there's a divide in this game. A vast divide between common champions. Okay, I gotta do spider next. Gonna go complete this stage and do speeder. Yep, fighting the orcs again. But don't worry, this actually does lead to something. It actually does lead to something. Let's see here. How are we going to approach this? Well, anyway, I do feel that once I get Drexthar to 60, I will be very close to making this happen. This dream of mine. But as you can clearly see, it takes a lot of XP to do that. But I have a very diabolical scheme to execute once that happens. Very diabolical. Very diabolical. Yeah, he thought. He thought attacking the great Drexthar would help him. No. Don't know why I got a dupe out of that, but sure, game. Sure. So we'll do a little bit of Valdemar. And then we're going to go straight to Spider. Actually, we're going to go straight to, well, yeah, Spider. As I need to do Spider. That's the problem. Because my client, like, everyone's lagging behind on the Spider team. I'm the only one who has a Spider team. So Drexthar was part of the Spider team anyway. So, yep. Drexthar was part of it. So that's why. So I have to make sure everyone understands. When I come to the Spider, I mean business. That's what they all gotta know. I mean business when I come over here. I ain't done yet with you, Speeder. My team isn't doing anything about you. So it's time to take matters into my own hands. Because if I don't, the enemy team will literally mock me. I don't need that. I need them to prove, I need to prove to them that I'm more than they ever believes. That's what I need to prove to them. That I'm not a pushover. That's what I'm proving. We'll be able to do higher spider once we get up there. Yep, higher spider. Granted, we may already be able to do it. Yeah, you want to control these spiderlings. You don't want them going anywhere. You want them like Assassin Cool. Controlled. Where you want them. Because if you don't control them, they'll step all over you. And that's the last thing I need. The last thing I need is Assassin's Cool thinking they got a free win. Not today. I was up till 4 a.m. to get him, and I'm going to get him again. I'm going to strike like a cobra until none of them get away. Yeah, decreasing the duration here would be helpful. There we go, the decreased speed. Yep. Die. You died. 8-1. Brutal. Yep, brutal. They're going to get brutalized. Although, we could do this faster. I like to do this with a bit of a ceremony. That's the thing. I have to start leveling his gear, though, again. Because that's part of getting him to where I need him to be. It's part of where I need him. We actually have a fair number of Templars, which I should be able to make use of soon. I am considering trying a very nasty team comp versus Bommel involving Drexthar and resistance gear or something like that. Because I'm thinking that that's going to be really nasty versus that. Like, really nasty. That's what I'm thinking. Diet a little powder than diet, a little down diet, a lot, a little diet, a diet. I will get more food, and I will get him to 60, and I will make my way to Nightmare as well. I will make my way there. Because we're going to take on Nightmare Khazar. Yep, Nightmare Khazar. Let's try it. First, let's level his gear. As we want his gear to be high level. That's the truth of it. Let's not hide that. Man, this is actually difficult. Oof. This is tough. Why? Okay. Is this as tough as it is? I swear to God. Okay. Rolling this gear is going to be a pain. I can tell you that right now. All right. Because, yes, I have to try to level his gear up. Get it to 12. Because it'll give him some damage. The more defense he has, the more damage that does. Ooh, he has a defense. Yeah, you're going to want to buff his defense because that's where his damage comes from. I didn't even know there was a fusion warm-up event. What? They're having another fusion? What? What the actual hell? They just had a fusion. What the hell? They just had one, and they're making another one? The hell? Why are they doing another fusion? What the hell, game? Fusing who? Wait. Is it that really crappy champion that I saw yesterday? I think Scratch was talking about it. No. Is it really that crappy champ? The crappy Bannerlord? Is that the fusion? Are they really going through with that? Because that sucks if they are. And there we go. Ooh, it's a life taker. That, control the turn meter. He tries a peril. I kick his butt. All right. I lash the whole party. I maintain it. Huh. Yeah. You thought it's a good idea to smack up Drexthar Blood Twin. I've got news flash for you, bub. Let's go, bub. Oh, I've got an even more dank strategy than I had before. I've got the dankest of strategies. So we could go Haikatoon here, stick Ninja in here, and have everyone... You know what's funny about this? I can actually make them all 6-star. That's right. I can make the whole squad 6 stars. Yep. Yep. Like, he's technically a 6-star. So this is technically a full 6 stars battle. This is technically a full 6 stars battle, but I kept forgetting that Gallic is a 6-star. Yep. I forgot he was a 6-star for so long that I didn't even bother to level him past 40. Ooh, they got a Venomage? Interesting. Their Venomage is toast. Their Venomage is toast. That's an interesting team comp. Let's try to fight a Mashald. Why not? Granted. You know what? I'm going to try it with this team comp first. Get the stun off. Get a burn on him. Get a provoke. Decrease his speed. You don't want this guy going first. I can tell you that 100% certain. You don't want this guy going first, and you don't want to excessively rely on buffs. Because here's the thing about Mashald. The second you give him a chance, he'll step on your face. Like, he will quite literally just like on your face. He'll do it so hard, you won't have a chance to move. How do I want to approach this? I'll just leave it. All right. We're going to do some Nightmare. We're not putting food in Nightmare. In fact, we're not even bothering to put Elhain in Nightmare. All right, how do I want to approach this? Probably all tanks, right? Do we want to use Scylla the Drakes to control, or do we want to go for decreased defense? I vote decreased defense. I vote decreased defense. Wonderful. Attack the Vogoth. I welcome it. Because I do think that HP burn is the best approach to this. Here we go. Because you see, the more you do that, the more the burn festers on them. And then you just keep ally protecting him, and they get wrecked. Over time, they get destroyed. And each time, it removes their defense. So as you can see, we may very well get to Bad El-Khazar this way. We may very well. We may very well get to Bad El this way. Provided he lives. Because keeping them burning is going to do a lot. I can tell you that for sure. Granted, that's over with, but keeping them burning will tend to do that. I am considering trying to re-gear him just to make this easier. We're going to want to kill Abyss. We're going to want to level up his gear. Yeah, control him with the provoke. I mean, obviously it would have been better if Drexthar lived. But still, we're making a lot better progress than normal because of him now. Because yes, I can technically kill this whole thing with just Burgess and Vogoth. But it would be preferable if I had some assistance. I am thinking that Drexthar, Scylla the Drakes might be good in this combo. Like Drexthar to control the wave. And Drexthar to DPS. Because Drexthar has some very strong DPS. These two are very annoying enemies. Like, very annoying. Especially since, because every time you killed them, they res at least once. Can we get rid of this man? We got the leech on him. Alright, finally. 15k XP for that! Oh, and then I have to do more. And then we eventually get to Wicked Khazar. I need Syl. Because I need someone to control these waves, I've decided. I've decided that controlling the waves is better. Getting a provoke on him. Okay, he got burned. Yep. Get the burn going. These suckers, they're very annoying enemies, as you probably can guess, just by how much burn I have to put on them just to make this happen. Like, the reason I'm resorting to HP burn even on them is because I want some way to burn them down quicker than just defense strategies. I'm not saying defense strategies doesn't work. I'm just saying, yeah, keeping them provoked, keeping them occupied is pretty good. It takes a while. Because these enemies are very tanky. Even if you get HP burn on them. They're very tanky. Like, do not expect them to go down easily. Like, their resistance alone is so high. I mean, you can do decreased defense on them, but I wanted to have a system to try to keep Drexthar alive. That's what I wanted. I mean, it's not as easy as you might think to keep him alive in this scenario, because I haven't fully upgraded his gear yet. He also is not 60. I think 60 is a massive power spike. See, there's the thing. I know he's not going to die straight away, but we're going to want him to get him low. We're definitely going to want to get him low. And get them all into the provoked section. And then put the ally protect just to make them know they're about to have a hard time with that. Gonna provoke them all. Control the wave. This is not easy. Yeah, get that burn on him. Because the key here, as you may have noticed, is to both control and burn them in this team comp anyway. There is others. You can fear them continuously. But yeah, nightmare waves are very annoying. Notice, though, how the provoke is keeping him controlled with the stun. That's how I am going to beat this. Because the thing is, even if AI has stats, they're still dumb as sin. So if you keep them burning and provoked, they're going to have a hard time. Especially if your damage dealer is Force Affinity and is inherently a tank. And does HP burn. Lots of it. Because that's what's going to mess these suckers up. There we go. See how this provoke control is excellent? Then he goes straight for who I want him to go for. I want him to go for the Vogoth, so he can get provoked again and heal my whole team. So yeah, go by all means. I want you to go for the Vogoth. By all means. By all means, go for the Vogoth. I welcome it. But going for the Vogoth will not give you what you seek. There is so much you do not know. I'm about to make history to make it all the way to Nightmare Khazar for the very first time in this game's history. With a level 59 Drexthar Blood Twin is the DPS. Not even Elhain. Completely evolved. See, completely evolved with a sill too. Completely evolved. See, Drexthar Blood Twin, he's useful in content that Elhain never could do. Like, Elhain would not survive this far. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it or your money back. And Elhain also sucks, and so does Kale in some avenues. Sucks versus enemies that have way too much HP. Like, having all this provoke and control of the enemy is so much more valuable in Nightmare than you might even believe. Like, it's so valuable to have. Because then you can control this wave. And by controlling it, you control the narrative. And by controlling the narrative, you can win. And by winning, I can cement my status. See, this is how you play Nightmare right here. This right here. This is how you play Nightmare campaign like a boss. This is how you do it. Gets the provoke. They attack the Vogoth. I control the wave. I get a burn on him. Gotta actually protect my sill. My sill is in danger. No, Sill, don't die. Don't die, Sill. I'm here to save you. Vogoth is here to save the day, hopefully. If not, Vergus will do it. Because Vergus is ridiculous. Control the wave. This is one strategy of doing it. Yep. Attack the Vogoth. By all means, attack the Vogoth. By all means. Control the wave. Attack the Vogoth. By all means. Attacking Vogoth will not give you what you seek. There is so much you do not understand. It's hilarious. Because by keeping them continuously burning, they're locked out of options. See? And then provoking them repeatedly. Stunning them. And provoking them. And controlling the wave of minions. Of nasty, nasty AI minions. Because generally, you want to keep them with some kind of terrible debuff on them. So that even if they defend against all your damage, they're still soaking that debuff the entire time. Yep. They're still soaking it up. Soaking it up now, soaking it up now, soaking it up. They're soaking that debuff, soaking the debuff, soaking the debuff. They're soaking the debuff. Yeah, they're soaking the debuff, soaking the debuff. Soaking the debuff, you won't want it. Soaking the debuff, soaking the debuff. Getting the stun, man. Getting the stun, man. Getting the stun, man. I'm gonna have to res his ass. Getting the stun, man. Getting the stun, man. And they'll attack Vogoth. They'll attack Vogoth, and it will blow them to shreds. Blow them to shreds. You thought that you won that. No, you didn't. You didn't even take a single one. Why would I get that? Alright, if we can, we're taking on Nightmare Khazar. Oh, yeah. No. Nightmare Khazar. Nightmare Khazar is gonna be mine. Nightmare Khazar is mine. Lashing it up on the You thought you got away from the burn of death. You thought you got away from the burn of death. I will burn them all. Nightmare Khazar will be mine. The true nightmare is mine. This is time. The end of an era. It's time to defeat the great Nightmare Khazar. This is going to be history. This will be the first time I ever defeat. If I win this, it'll be the first time I ever defeat Nightmare Khazar. The level 220 Bad El Khazar. And take my place. To make sure that Assassin's Cool knows who they're messing with. They all know. That the demon is back. You want to see this? This is history in the making. I've never done this before. I'm currently fighting level 200 plus waves. Final boss waves. Stuff that Elhain and the starters can't even do. I had to forge a very specific team comp. With very specific properties to do this. The current team comp is Vogoth, Sill of the Drakes, and Drexthar Blood Twin, who's about to become 60. Yes, although I might have to revive Drexthar, because these enemies are wicked. Incredibly wicked. They're so wicked, I have to stick Ally Protect on him for now until I can level his gear further. That's how wicked these enemies are. You see how little damage they take?
What about that one that his head's always bobbing around? Does that mean she's injured?
Who?
The enemy, the second one over, the head was bobbing down. That one.
They're burning. These suns are burning. Every time they they flinch, it's because Drexthar is burning them. Provoke. This is very hard, by the way. I've never gotten this far in campaign in my life. This is the hardest thing I've done yet in the game. Yes. Yes, it is. Drexthar Blood Twin. Every time you hit him, he burns someone. He's very powerful. I've waited 200 days to get him. But it only took a day to get him to this point because I saved up rank 5 food just for his exclusive use. Granted, this is so difficult that he might not... Like, I'll have to revive him with Syl again. Because I have to get the ally protect on him constantly. Because these enemies are literally that nasty. Yep. And this guy, just to give you an idea how nasty this is, that guy's a legendary that makes everyone on the team temporarily invincible. Yep. Just to give you an idea how horrific this place is.
I've never seen him before.
He's a legendary. He's a void legendary and one of the best in the game.
Are you fighting somebody or are you fighting...
These are just extremely difficult AI. I can actually show you me fighting people like this. They're even more nightmarish. Like, if you think this is bad, like, they have good gear too, like end game gear. Like, you wouldn't even believe the kind of gear. The other ones. Okay. Gotta protect Syl. Like, Vergus can technically solo this, but I would rather him not do that. Because it would take ages. Yep. Temporarily invincible for 2 turns. Gotta keep Syl alive. As long as Syl is alive, we can beat this. This is obscenely difficult, as you might have guessed. By the fact that Drexthar is near level 60. He's down. I have to, like, fight my way versus enemies that literally are stupidly powerful. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't kill the Syl. Whatever you do. I don't want Syl to die, or we really are screwed. I don't want that to happen. Because the Syl is the reviver. Alright, burn, burn. Got him. I may not have to go for the provoke this time. This is really hard. If you couldn't tell by the fact that... Okay, I'm not going to actually provoke to have him go after Drexthar. Because if they go out of Drexthar now, he's just going to die. Gotta get him back to full. But yeah, this is history in the making. Never done this before. I don't know. I just don't really want them attacking him at that HP. I would prefer that not to be the case. Oh, these enemies are absolutely evil. You see how long I have to burn this nut bar before he falls over? This is what this mode feels like. Oh God. Don't kill the Syl. There. And here he is. This is what we all been waiting for. The Nightmare Khazar. Level 200. Nightmare Khazar. This is it. Oh my god. He has a zone of protection. Wow. Just wow.
So why are you trying to get him anymore if he's protected?
They're all protected. I have to just try to burn him. Trying to... None of them can stun. Oh, okay, we got the duration increased. I think I have to get the Warcaster. Oh, they put a block buffs on... This is really hard. This is really...
Should you be just shielding yourself when you can't hit them?
Okay, I need to kill this Warcaster is what I need to do. Because this Warcaster is a serious, serious problem. Okay, decreasing his max health so we can't regen it. The main thing here is to try to make sure that Khazar keeps burning. What did I even do? That's crazy. Okay, I'm doing that on purpose so that... Okay, yeah, they get burned, you get burned. This is very hard. Like, this is the hardest campaign boss I think I've ever fought in the history of this game. The only reason that I'm even making any progress is because this is the master team comp that I was planning this whole time. Like, I was planning on making this for over 200 days. So, yes. Wonderful. I have to somehow kill this Warcaster, even though the Warcaster himself is disgusting. That's exactly what I want him to do. The question is, do I want to nuke down him? Definitely want to, yeah, lash him. Oh, he removed the debuff.
What did you got? Who did? Your guy?
He did.
Why would he?
He's a legendary. He's a legendary so rare that after over 200 days, I still don't have him. Notice how annoying he is? It's not a coincidence.
What's happening?
Trying to provoke him because he heals too much. You may not have noticed this, but he heals for a lot because he's a legendary support.
Oh, he's healing his people. Himself.
Yes. He's a legendary support champion that can solo Dragon 20 if you gear him correctly. And that's part of why he's so difficult to kill.
I see his bar is above. That's his bar.
I have some of his max health permanently stripped, but that doesn't mean that he isn't a pain. Or that he has a stupid amount of resist.
Yeah, that is bad.
Yep. Yep. The fact that it does it for 2 turns does not help.
Yes, does not help.
I'm trying, man. Like this team comp I've made is ages in the making. Like this is not easy to do.
I guess not.
Half of my clan can't do that. Well, actually, my entire clan can't do this. What the hell am I talking about?
Except your other self.
Well, actually, no.
Your other self can't do this.
Well, actually, maybe. Maybe Garlethan can. There's a possibility. There's a faint possibility. There's a faint possibility because I have Mortu Macabre on that account. Mortu Macabre is ridiculously strong. Even versus this BS.
This is crazy.
Yes, this is completely mad. I've never done this before. I am decreasing his max health each time, but you see that's the bar that does it.
If you get the yellow bar down to 0, then he's that part's permanent.
No, the yellow bar, well, no, this is the bar right here.
Okay. What's the
That's the yellow bar is his turn meter. Best to keep that down.
Yeah, I can see. You decrease it, and then he increases it back up.
Trying to keep that burn on him. His Warcaster is so disgusting that I don't want to mess with it necessarily, I've decided. That provoke. Get the burn. Control. Trying to get the burn up to make sure.
Holy fuck. Look what he just did.
I know, he's a legendary support.
That's bad.
He's a legendary necromancer from the Sacred Order, I think. And is an absolute vermin.
God, what are you gonna do?
Well, I've decreased his health. I got him to about halfway mark. If I could get him burning again, that'd be great.
So the little where there's like crosshatch on the end, that means you can't ever go back to that, right?
Yep. That's part of why you always put a destroy set whenever you're going versus these vermin, because otherwise he'll try to erase your progress completely.
What's a destroy set?
It's a set of gear that you have to get from the Deadlands. The Deadlands is where you get War Maiden. I mean, I could use War Maiden in this, but the problem is this specific setup, it's better to have him burning constantly. See, because I've got him provoked and burning. But even with the provoke and the burn, this guy is an absolute vermin. Because he synergizes well with his Warcaster.
Okay, when can you put the dead set on? Now?
I already have a destroy set on. It's on the.
More? Or no?
I'd have to like go out of this battle, restart,
Okay.
equip, like what's his face, other people with the destroy set. Currently, Vergus has the destroy set,
Okay.
and I'd have to level it all to 16, which would be so much fun. If you don't know how hard that is to do, I can
How
demonstrate.
do you know when the destroy set goes on?
Well, you have to do it outside in the bastion. The thing that's annoying about this boss the most is the fact. Okay,
He's not on fire at the moment?
well, it's because he cleanses it. Is the problem. Oh. Okay, at least he's taking burns while he's doing that. Well, he's basically the final boss version of this. The final boss version of the final boss version of Bad Alcazar. You won't like other than what? Like this is so hard.
Yes, it is.
Cause like every time you think you have the bastard nailed, he has something further up his sleeve.
Does it help him get his sidekick first?
It can. The one that I'd want to try to get is this one on the right. The left, excuse me. The left. Because that's the one that gives him his stupid zone of protection shit. So I'm going to provoke him just to try to get him to relent. I've never done this fight before, and now I'm kind of glad I didn't. Because this would be even more of a nightmare if I didn't have Drexthar to burn his ass.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't even get him low at that point.
Well, I think we have to get the other guy first. Because whatever you're doing right now isn't working, but I'm just guessing.
Well, I guess we can. I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm just going to go focus him. How's that?
Because you can't seem to get, like, he just keeps bringing himself back up
He's
to that
not...
crosshatch spec.
Yeah, the crosshatch... Okay, what I'm going to do, the plan is... Get the provoke.
So you might as well get the guy on the side, if you can do it. And then...
Yeah, I'm going to have to burn his ass for, like, several ages.
But then maybe I'm wrong, because I don't know how much damage the guy in the middle can do. But I'm just...
The guy in the middle does a fair amount of damage. The reason I'm going to focus the guy on the left is because I'm sick and tired of his zone of protection bullshit.
Yeah.
His zone of protection bullshit is really annoying.
Maybe because it's doable? I don't know.
Well, no, it's not that. It's the fact that if I don't try to stop him, he'll keep doing the zone of protection crap. So I'm just going to keep the burn on him until maybe... Okay, I've got an idea. Well, actually, that wasn't the best idea. Well, maybe.
He can't go more than the crosshatch spot, so might as well go for the other guy now.
Well, decrease his speed and then do that. And then provoke them. So that they all attack Drexthar again and get burned. I know.
Basically, you're not making any progress with the middle guy. Really.
I am and I am not at the same time, as confusing as that sounds.
The crosshatch part.
Yes, but the cross-edge part is growing, is the point.
That's true. How does it grow?
Each time I hit him with it, it grows. You use this to kill Borgoth, the Scarab King.
I see. Okay, yeah, right. It is growing significantly.
And then I catch him on fire, and then I decrease his speed, and then I'm going to go for him to decrease his max health. As you can see, the decrease of this max health is incredibly small. That's why it's discouraging to attack the Warcaster. You see, he did lose some of his max health.
It's not much. Okay.
I mean, I'm going for him. I decreased its turn meter. I have him on fire.
You're actually doing more with the guy in the middle than you are in the guy.
Well, that's because I've spent more time on him. It's nightmare mode. This is what.
Maybe the guy in the middle is best. I don't. Usually the strategy is to go for the guy in the middle, right?
Yeah, well, I would like to if I could like suddenly burn him, but
Is it ever a different strategy other than go for the guy in the middle?
Occasionally, yes, but as you can see, the guys on the side are...
They're not slouches.
They're about as bad as the guy in the middle. As dumb as that
How long
sounds.
was the red bar? Is that about as... Is it full or was it longer for the guy on the side? Almost full.
Well, if you look at the tiny sliver...
I just go for the guy in the middle because it ain't worth it.
If you look at the tiny sliver that I've taken off of the Warcaster's health...
Just do the guy in the middle. I give up on him. You're right. You can't do it. This is the tiny sliver.
I mean, I can.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you can. I think as much as it doesn't look like there's progress for the guy in the middle, there's way more progress than there is for the other guys.
Well, I keep burning him, but the problem is he also has regen. his
Yes, regen like you wouldn't fucking believe. The guy at least has some limitations of his regen. You're slowly taking away his ability.
Yeah.
Let's go for the guy in the middle. We're not getting anywhere with that.
Well, every time they attack the thingy... Okay, let's get a provoke. Yeah, provoke.
I don't know if that's doing anything.
It is, because it's stopping them from doing anything dumb. Like, each time they get provoked, all they can do is basic attack
Okay,
and get
so
burned.
provoked.
Yeah. And then they get a leech, which means you can lifesteal off of them.
4 hours later.
Well, again, this is like a final boss fight for this area.
Well, I like how the part where he can't go up again is...
Yeah, you use that versus Borgoth the Scarab King, because there's a boss where if you don't do that, you'll be there like almost indefinitely. So that's why you go destroy set to stop.
Is this being taped?
Yeah. because it's the first time I've ever done it.
I'm gonna get a coffee and come back.
This is the first time I've ever actually done this. And now I'm actually glad that I waited until I had a Drexthar to do this, because this is absolutely evil. Because at least every time... Oh, I could stun him. I could stun the Warcaster. Stun and provoke. Please don't kill Syl. This is tedious as sin. Like, I knew I could beat it with Burgess, but... Of course they kill Syl. Of course they do. Of course they do. Of course they do. Let's provoke these ass nutbars. Come on, burn, you vermin. Please. By all means, burn. Burn. Burn to death. This is literally a ridiculously hard boss fight. I'm hoping to God he reaches 60 after this, because I'm going to freaking lose it if he doesn't. Yeah, provoke his ass. I don't care. Just provoke his ass. Ugh. This boss. This boss is ridiculous. Yeah, get burned. Get burned, you vermin. Get incinerated. No. No, get incinerated. No, not a zone of protection, you vermin. Yeah, get provoked. Get provoked. Yeah, you know, get provoked again. How's that? Eternally provoke your ass. The burn didn't... This boss is stupid. Oh my god. And I'm like trying to provoke them so he can't get the shit off, but every so often he does get the shit off. This Warcaster at Nutbar. Ugh. Because that's what gives him the lease on life. If he didn't have a freaking... If he didn't have a Warcaster... There we go. Provoke his ass. Yeah, provoke his ass.
He can't totally go back like to what he was.
I know, but that does...
Yes, I can see there's a problem. One of the people's down.
Well, Syl eventually died, which is annoying... For me specifically, because that means my reviver is down.
I think someone else is in trouble over there, too.
Yeah, he's the burner. He helps potentially burn this thing to death, but I don't even know if all that's going to happen is Vergus is going to be the last one standing to try to kill this nutbar. This is how stupid Vergus is.
Yeah, you can only go for the main guy here, because for some reason, the guy on the end is more stronger than the main guy.
He's a Warcaster.
Which means he heals himself a lot.
He doesn't just heal himself. He also does zone of protection shit. He probably has, like, I don't know how much defense he has, like 4K defense.
Do you own a Warcaster?
No.
Okay, I think so.
I have a Taragi the Frog now, an Apothecary, a Scylla the Drakes, a Yeah, Troggy the Frog, a
Annoying
Cold
he
Heart.
fucking is. Both of them have perfect health.
Well, no, he has a slight sliver.
Okay. Okay.
I can increase it.
No, don't. Don't. I know the main guy. Get the main guy down slowly.
Uh,
As far as I know, understand the game.
you know, you've got a better understanding actually that most of my clan does.
Which is sad. You know what you're doing with them. People wonder. I'll send some people from Farmville over. They're about the same level. Talk amongst themselves.
Yeah, get the provoke. Well, like, this enemy is like a final boss enemy. Now it's just the two, which may make this even more tedious. Now it's just him.
Oh my god, no. That's not looking good, Alex.
I might still end up doing it.
I don't know how.
It's called Destroy Set Vergus. It's moronic, but it might, well, you see, every time I hit him, I know it's not good. I never said it was. I never said it was. Doesn't help that they keep blocking my buffs and putting counterattack. It's brutally hard. I'm amazed Vergus has made it this far.
There's no waking up the other ones.
My reviver, the Sill, died. That's why I was like, yeah, that's not a good thing. Because this guy can't res. He can last for a really stupidly long amount of time, as you could clearly see. But he can't really res. This is how dumb.
Maybe I gave you bad advice.
I don't know, because I've never done this before. The destroy set is helping, as you can see. It's the only thing that keeps the damage permanent.
Yeah.
Granted,
I know. You would never even get this far without the destroy set.
granted, I may lose, but I'm going to try my best. This is about the farthest I've ever gone on this. Okay.
Did they give you anything for that?
I got some money. I almost got him to 60. Now I have to actually get him to 60, which I'm just going to do brutal for that.
What does that mean?
I'm going to do brutal to get him to 60.
What are you on now?
Get him to 60.
What level were you on before?
Level 59, and it somehow
What
didn't...
is brutal? Like
Easier than Nightmare.
You were on Nightmare just now?
Yeah.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because I wanted to see if I could beat it, and I nearly did. But my...
Nearly?
Well, nearest I've ever done.
I think maybe if you hadn't listened to me and you just focused on the bad guy, the one middle one.
Yeah, maybe.
That one looks very mean, the middle one.
Yeah, well, he's not as mean as what I was just facing. What I was just facing is an absolute nightmare. Dang it. Whatever. I got him. He's still not 60.
What does that mean?
He's still not 60.
He has to be 60 before you can do the other thing?
Well, I want him to be 60 because that's what I have in the title, that I got him to 60. I didn't get him to 60 still. It's dumb. Because then I can use him for all sorts of stuff.
You might want to put picture on the title. Can you do that? You ever had Szechuan peppercorns?
No.
They numb your mouth. Is that fun?
Okay, he got burned. That's good.
There's a theory that if you can taste things better once your mouth is numb.
That's freaking peril, man. All right, I got him to 60. Finally got him to 60. And I still have to contest this nut bar.